Every January, millions of people sit down and write their goals. Lose 20 pounds, make $100,000, start a business, travel more, save more, be more. And by February, almost all of them have quietly given up. Not because they were lazy, not because they didn't want it badly enough, but because goals, the way most people use them, are actually working against you. And today I'm going to show you exactly why, and what the wealthiest, most successful people actually do instead. Here's what a goal actually does to your brain. The moment you write down, "I want to make $10,000 a month," your brain registers a gap, a painful distance between where you are and where you want to be. And your nervous system, which is wired to reduce discomfort, does something sneaky. It gives you a small dopamine hit just for setting the goal, just for writing it down, just for imagining the future version of you. In other words, your brain partially rewards you before you've done anything. Research from New York University found that telling people your goals makes your brain act as if you've already partially achieved them. The satisfaction arrives early. The motivation quietly leaves. Goals keep you living in the future, and you cannot take action in the future. You can only take action right now, what actually builds wealth. The people who consistently build wealth don't obsess over destinations. They obsess over systems. A goal says, "I want to make $10,000 a month." A system says, "Every single day, I will spend 2 hours creating something the market values and 1 hour learning how to sell it better." The goal is the result. The system is the machine that produces the result. And here's the crucial insight most people miss. If your system is right, the result becomes almost inevitable. But if you only focus on the result, you are essentially staring at the scoreboard and ignoring the game. James Clear, who studied behavior patterns across thousands of high performers, put it simply: you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That one sentence is worth more than most $500 courses. The identity shift that changes everything. Here's where it gets really interesting, and where most people get it completely backwards. Most people say, "I want to be rich, so I will start investing." High performers say, "I am someone who builds wealth, so investing is just what I do." The difference is identity versus aspiration. One is who you are. The other is what you hope for. When wealth building becomes part of your identity, not a goal on a list, your daily decisions change automatically. You stop asking, "Should I spend this money?" and start asking, "Is this what someone building financial freedom would do?" The filter changes. The behavior follows. This is not motivational talk. This is how behavior actually works neurologically. Identity-based habits require less willpower because they stop feeling like discipline and start feeling like self-expression. So what do you actually do instead? 3 things. First, define the system, not the target. Instead of "make more money," decide exactly what you will do every single day to create value. Consistency in the right direction beats intensity toward a destination. Second, measure inputs, not outputs. Track what you did. Hours of focused work, new skills learned, connections made. Not just what you earned. Outputs lag. Inputs are what you control. Third, design your environment before you rely on your motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Environment is consistent. The person who keeps their laptop open with their side hustle ready every morning will always outwork the person who relies on feeling inspired. Wealth is not built by people who set bigger goals. It is built by people who build better systems, adopt the right identity, and show up consistently inside an environment designed for execution. Stop managing your ambitions. Start engineering your daily life. That is the actual shortcut.